Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Giants. Right, their initial drive of the game. They're led out by a former first-round selection back in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
13 yards on the play. And the Giants.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
One gain on the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw now, Dart. That is incomplete.
That's a good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they'll be let out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers, but in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Here's Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
And a Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
At the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
And the Commanders 1st down. A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Washington.
Jaden Daniels, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that come.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Commanders' defensive unit making their way back out. They're just hoping for more of the same. Last time they forced the punt that led to a score.
They flipped the field, essentially, and that's what you want to do as a defense. Make sure that you put your offense in a great position to run their offense and put the ball in the end zone. That's exactly what they accomplished.
They accomplished that last time. What will they accomplish this go around? That good for 22 and a first down.
And the Giants first down. First and 10 on the 49-yard line.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Second and 9.
Throwing his dart. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
First down. First and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff running for the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 83 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air, or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. Will try and do this himself. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Here's Dart. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
10 at the 21-yard line.
Now high on the jet sweep. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
The Commanders' offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. Remember, he called his own number on the touchdown run earlier, and that's something he's been able to do with some frequency this season, as you see here where he ranks among NFL quarterbacks. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. To throw his dart. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Trey Hendrickson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right, because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot, you just made my job a little tougher, because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower. Because he's got to get more distance, that means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point, because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Here's a 2nd and 5.
36-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 5.
They run again with Hunt. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
14. And the Commanders' first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. On the bootleg, it's Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down.
3rd down and 9.
To throw is Daniels. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
It's a gain of 2.
Throwing. Dart. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return will stop right around the 25. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. The results for them so far, not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Brought down in the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
2nd and 10 at the Commanders' 15-yard line.
From the gun, he'll try to run it. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
They'll try and run for it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
And the Giants, 1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Cam Scatterby with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And a Washington offense heading out. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
2nd and 10.
Now Daniels. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And New York set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A throw right side caught by Neighbors.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go. Dart going to look to throw here.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll be just an 18-yard punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10.
At their 36-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
They run right side with Hunt. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Daniels looking to throw. Swings this out for Hunt.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
Play action. Now Dart. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Dorrance Armstrong.
Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Dart.
Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On to punt, Jamie Gillen.
Formation for the Giants.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line.
The Commanders back out late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. There's a short one pulled in by Simmons. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts.
So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
A gain of 2 brings up third and less than a yard.
On third down, here's Hunt. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 47-yard line.
A final shot before break. Daniels. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's the toss right side for Hunt. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
2 yards. It's third down and 5.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. That is caught. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. On the counter, Hunt. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. They're backed up here with a first and 20 now after the holding penalty.
And they go play action. Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
A gain of 17 yards brings up second down.
They pitch it out to Hunt. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Third down.
To the air goes Daniels. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Giant first down.
Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Now Dart. Hyatt there to grab it.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
2nd and 10.
At the Commanders' 43-yard line.
They'll hand it to Tracy.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That's another Giants first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And the Giants first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal.
Throwing his Dart. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Third and goal.
They'll try to throw for it with Dart.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal.
This from 36 yards out. Gano's kick is good.
And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he gets it up past the 35.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Commanders.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Daniels had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
3rd down and
Back to throw. Daniels. And this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw, Dart. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case,
and the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And some room to run now. He may go. Touchdown, Washington.
Jaden Daniels.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense. Guys dropping off into coverage. Their eyes averted somewhere else. And guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Possession switching back to the New York Giants. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Throwing out left and finding Likely.
And this offense on 3rd down today, can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here's Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, these two teams met in our nation's capital earlier in the year, the Commanders picking up the win at Northwest Stadium. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-zip.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
48 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out 1st downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Now Daniel's going to give it up on the touch pass.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Giants' 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
2 yards. And it's 3rd.
Here's Daniels. That ball caught by his rookie wideout.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st.
Washington 1st down. An 8-yard pickup. And the Washington 1st down.
He'll keep it himself.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. That is caught inside the 5.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders.
Washington.
Ben Sinnott.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And New York set to take the field.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Scalaboo, the ball carrier. Brought down at the 35-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot
yards and get maybe a yard to the 37. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
It's a quarterback sneak.
And he will have a Giants first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Throwing his dart. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18. At the
To throw now, Dart. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Looking to throw, Dart.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
They'll go. Here's Dart.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
To throw is Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hunt will try going up the middle. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Giants.
Now Daniels. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
Throwing now is Daniels.
They'll go screen here to Hunt.
And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Yeah, the Giants ready to come out now.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the Giants first down.
From the gun, Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. Here's 2nd and 10.
tanked up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
7 yards there and a first down.
A 7-yard gain. And the Giants
throwing. Dart.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another Giants.
Here's Dart. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
This 2nd and 4.
At the 27-yard line.
Dart going to look to throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
It's a gain of 8. And the Giants first down.
And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Dart. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
He'll try and do this himself.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
14 yards. And the Giants first down.
And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Dart.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Tyrone Tracy. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
And the spike comes with just 12 seconds left to go.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Here's Dart.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal.
And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Commanders,
the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Jets, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the